We got the one and only, needs no introduction, Mr. Notch. How you feeling tonight, Mr. Notch?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm here with that UGMworld.com. It's all about upcoming talent. Notch here with my album dropping this Tuesday, May 22nd, Raised by the People. I'm in Chi-Town. This is my fourth time coming through here. All the Chicanos, Mexicanos, Puertorriqueños, Dominicanos, tú sabes cómo es. All my Jamaicanos, Jamaican crew. I'm just here live, yo.
There you go. How you like Chi-Town, man?
Downtown air is fly. I ain't been in the South yet. We've been cruising around the North Side. I just know this is the hometown of R. Kelly, Common Sense, The Cubs, Twister, Crucial Conflict. I've been watching all them acts throughout the years, so I know this is a place to be, man.
Yeah, it is. All right. So we're gonna interview you right quick, and we may get a little personal.
That's all good.
But we want to know the real Notch, the real Notch.
It's all good.
So here it goes. When did you first fall in love with reggae, which is what you do?
I have to say, ever since I was in my mother's stomach, my mother attended a lot of my father's band rehearsals. My father was a bass player in a reggae band. When I plopped up my mother's stomach, I landed into a world of listening to Bob Marley, listening to early Michael Jackson, early El DeBarge, and early Gran Combo, salsa music. So that's definitely how I came into music and loving music. And reggae is one music that got me involved into a lot of other musics because it borrows so many different musics from all around the world.
Okay. Now, what was the first step that you took getting into the industry?
There's a lot of talent shows, man. I mean, you always want an audience, and there's always talent shows at schools, always talent shows that people throw on locally and different chapters of recreation centers. So I got on through a lot of talent shows. I saw Amateur Night at the Apollo throwing auditions. I went on that back in the early 90s. And then Teen Summit, a show that was on BET, had a talent show as well that gave myself a break with a group that I was a part of named Born Jamaicans back in the early 90s.
Okay. Now, one thing you did that was way over your head to pursue your dream, like you're like, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna do it no matter what. A big risk that you had to take.
Well, my pops took me from the housing projects of Hartford, Connecticut, you know, off that whole welfare system, and brought me down into Maryland, D.C., put me into a Catholic school, military school, tried to beat the ghetto out of me and get me into like a scholastic way of thinking and shooting my long-term goals to go to finish high school, go to college, and get a good job. When I came out in 12th grade, that's when I got my record deal. And I got a 4-year scholarship from a university for electrical engineering. So I had to make a decision. Do I take the record deal or do I go deal at the college to pursue a career after college? So that was like the biggest risk that I took. Secondly, I always tell everybody I'm a part of the melting pot that America cooks up. But I was born here in America, but I find myself doing music from Jamaica, find myself doing music from Puerto Rico, from Cuba, music from different parts of the world, and normally putting little elements of the Americanness in me, like the hip-hop, the R&B. So sometimes I find myself as an oddball, you know, not doing stuff I'm not really supposed to be doing, but I pull it off somehow, some way, because my family is all different nationalities, and they raised me on their culture, their accents, their food, their music, everything, it rubbed off on me. So I feel like I'm equipped to take it on, but it's a big risk.
Right. Now, who was the first person to give you your first big break? And when you got it, who was the first person you called, man?
Oh, I would say, man, I got my start in a barbershop, yeah. Barbershops, you know, everybody go sell bootleg DVDs at barbershops. They sell all kind of different gadgets. They sell food. I was there trying to sell my demo, you know what I'm saying, to everybody in the barbershop. And a guy by the name of Clive Roberts, and we call him Big Danny. He's from Washington, D.C. He gave me my first big break. He listened to it. He said, I'm going to take you and get you some shows. From there, I formed the group Born Jamaicans with my former partner, Ellie Shine. From there, we got our start on BET. We got our deal. And when the record played on the radio for the first time, I don't think I called anybody. I just was so in awe that it was me on the radio that I couldn't believe it. I couldn't call nobody. I was just in shock. So I didn't get a chance to call nobody, though. But if I had to call somebody, I would have called Big Dan.
Big Danny.
Yeah, Big Danny.
That's good. That's good. Now, this is where I get a little personal, man.
Nah, it's all good.
And it may benefit you. Here's how it goes.
No doubt.
I'm going to ask you a little questions for the ladies because I know the ladies are like crazy about you, man.
No doubt.
Even my own girl was like, oh, Notch. Oh, whatever. Anyways, but check it out. Now, what qualities do you look for in a woman?
I think the most important qualities to me, physically, I always like girls that got dimples, girls that got a pretty smile. And when the lights turn out, I don't see how she look. She got conversation that is so beautiful. It made me forget that I'm not seeing her, and I still think she's beautiful. I'm a big fan of the small waist, the big hips, the nice firm powdering where we get our milk when we're young. You know what I'm saying? And she definitely got to have qualities of my mother, like a nurturing quality about her. Be able to bug out like my sisters, and be just like my homie, my skomie, like my road dog. Just roll with me and hold me down and don't sell me out to nobody. Right. So that's what I look for in a woman.
You hear that, ladies? Now.
And she gotta know how to cook.
Oh, that's a definitely. That's a definite. Now, what's your favorite perfume to smell on a woman?
I like that Issey Miyake, man. That Issey, sticky, icky, Issey Miyake, yo. It's crazy.
That's some good old school.
Yes, yes. Now I like the NYC Bond. They got a summer fragrance. That joint, when you smell it, man, you feel like the girl that you're around don't even deserve to be on earth. She probably got to go back to heaven at a certain time, yo. But it's bad. It's NYC Bond. That's the new joint.
So y'all heard, ladies. Issey Miyake or NC Bomb, and you have to have dimples.
Smile.
And smile.
Small waist. Nice hips.
Work out. No, anyway, so for all the unsigned musicians out there, I mean, this is what it's really about. You know, every unsigned musician looks up to you, looks up to everybody else up there, and they want to follow in your footsteps. Like, what can you say? What can you say? Like, what advice would you give unsigned musicians that want to follow your footsteps, man?
Well, I'm here to this day because I never took no for an answer. A lot of doors closed on me. A lot of people say, yo, maybe your time has passed, or maybe you took too long, or maybe you're trying to do something that you shouldn't be doing, and you should just probably do something else. But I never took no for an answer, and I think that's what got me to where I am right now. I'm overcoming a lot of obstacles and adversities most people won't take on linguistically or trying out different music and playing it safe. So I would say all upcoming musicians, all upcoming songwriters, recording artists, vocalists, singers, rappers, producers, just never take no for an answer, B. That's the only closed mouths don't get fed. If you keep quiet and the minute somebody say you can't make it, you don't deserve it, or you should be doing something else, change your life, go do something else. If you know this what you're supposed to be doing, you was born to do it, you feel it in your heart and your soul, and you make people believe it. Like when they see it and they hear you, they like, you supposed to be doing this? Just take no for an answer, man, and just go to the top and don't let nobody stop you.
And that's the word. That's Notch, baby. Coming straight at you from UGMworld.com. Unsigned musicians. Until next time, it's a wrap.
UGMworld.com. Notch, raised by the people.